So the tables have turned. We have Mike behind the not behind the camera, in front of the camera. So I have a quick question for you. What makes you take photographs of sport?
I guess growing up with South African heritage, sport is always a part of what we've always done, and you're always involved in from school. I've always loved sport, and I've always liked photography, so to be able to combine those two and always try and find things that are maybe off the ball, off the action, other things going on, because there's so much emotion involved. If you win or if you lose, there's a huge amount of emotion involved. Certainly in England as well, the weather, it can be sunny, it can be raining, so you can get some really great images, more sort of arty images rather than that, but the expressions and just the sheer passion, particularly in women's sport, that people give of themselves, and trying to capture that on film.
Yeah, because when you're interviewing me, you're trying to find out why I do it and why especially women do it for not much. But you've been known to do the same thing, so what makes you, I guess, do it as well, and why women's sport?
I think it was one of those gradual things for me. I did a little bit of women's sport, and it sort of increased, and people started asking me more and more, and I started understanding more and more about the stories of the people and the sacrifice that certainly representative athletes were giving. They were doing their regular 9-to-5 jobs and then taking time off to go and represent their country, and I thought it was an incredibly powerful story, and I wanted to somehow capture that. And so I thought, well, I could do a coffee table book, and then the stories got too many, and I thought actually this needs to become a magazine, and one thing led to another, and that's why we're here doing the magazine, just to try and somehow showcase the brilliance of what women's sport is and how exciting it can be to watch, but also the passion and the commitment that isn't based on something financial in terms of reward. They do it because they love the sport, and they do it because of the passion of representing their country, and I've not seen that sort of passion before, and it's incredible to be in the company of those sorts of athletes when they're representing their country. It's electric. It's fantastic.
And you told me also that you said you'd do one or two. What issue are you on now?
We're just about to publish issue 6, so so it's going well. It's been well received, and I think it's one of those where there's so many stories to tell, and there's so many amazing people out there that you want to keep telling them, and it's like all these things, the more it gets out there and more it gets known, the more people want to tell stories because they hear about the stories, and when there's not a story to tell, I'll stop doing the magazine, because there are always stories to tell of people's passion and commitment and overcoming adversities and things like that. It's quite something.
Yeah, it's great as an athlete for to have someone like you around and helping us get our stories out there. So thank you very much.
Thank you.